Hello, I'm Constabeta, and this is my first YouTube video. If you like it, please drop a like and comment down below. So today I'll be covering a very optimized Adventure Rank 7 speedrun. As a disclaimer, there might be more efficient strategies and skips discovered later on, so it's just what I found to be efficient and reasonable to do. Just note that as more efficient strategies come to light, usually they're a little bit more risky, so I'll be covering what you can do to save a little bit of time and what you can do to be a little bit safer. So with that, let's go get into it. Some of these optimizations you can totally choose to skip yourself if you're, too lazy to do it, you don't want to bunny hop, it's all good.
So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
So we're approaching the character selection. I would choose the male character. The reason for this is for the bunny hop has been proven that the male character can bunny hop. The female, some say can, some can't. I personally haven't tested myself. I always run with the boy. So, I always type a quick letter. You can always change that later, so if you don't like the role, then you don't have to change your name. And if you do like the role, you can always go back and fix it. Also, do note that this cutscene can be skipped right after you select and name your character. As with most cutscenes in this game, the way you will skip it for a speedrun is to just Alt F4 and reload the game. Now, taking into consideration load times, and if you are simply re-rolling, you will not save that much time, depending on how fast your computer is, by skipping these scenes. Therefore, I will be keeping my cutscenes in this run, and I'm doing a live commentary, so that means if I make a mistake, I'll let you know. And actually, this part of the cutscene cannot be skipped, so don't worry if you skip the previous cutscene and it comes out to here. Okay. So, what you'll see me doing immediately right off the bat is dash and then start jumping whenever I hit the ground. That is called a bunny hop. If you don't want to do that, you can just dash a bunch, or you can just dash and just keep running, and that's called a sprint. So notice how I ran out of stamina. Now, I believe from what I've observed, multiple dashes can be faster at the start, but once you deplete stamina, bunny hopping is in fact the fastest. So you'll see that I grabbed that waypoint there. Make sure you press F and just walk right past it. I've seen people, or myself included, completely miss waypoints. It's very important to reach them, and we'll be...
Stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover.
Thanks, Paimon. So we'll be covering a couple waypoints in this route that you want to grab while you're running past it. It will save a couple seconds. So also notice that I triggered the cutscene from that little area without going into the middle. That saves a little bit of time. If you walk all the way up here, you waste a couple seconds. So here you want to follow Paimon rather closely. Make sure you don't get too far ahead. But with the bunny hop method, you will go rather fast. So your first chest that you want to pick up for adventure rank experience will be up ahead. Sometimes you want to run up, but I recommend actually following Paimon up until she is parallel to the treasure chest. This will allow you to jump back down and continue following her, as opposed to having to walk back a little bit. You'll also notice that my chest collection was somewhat slow. If you really want to optimize it, you can actually scroll with your mouse button and press F. That will allow you to collect things much faster. So right after this cutscene, we're going to be learning about how to use our elemental skills and elemental burst. The hardest one I found was hitting the slime with your E, so you'll probably see me miss it here. If you happen to miss, just quickly kill the slime with your sword. And make sure not to charge it, because if you charge it, it'll go on cooldown. Oh, there's a map, so always spam escape when you see a map. And also just, you know, small things like hovering over where the dialogue options are can speed up your runs by a few seconds. Okay. There we go. So I accidentally charged it, so my thing went on cooldown. And then once these spawn, I just press my Q, and then immediately start running away.
These are the animal powers you got from the Statue of the Seven. Oh, Paimon's so jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
So right over this ledge here is going to be your next chest. So you'll notice that I was actually moving during the cutscene. Sometimes during cutscenes you can do that.
Must proceed with caution.
If you're going to be speedrunning for the leaderboard times, you will actually be skipping the cutscenes. But if you're just re-rolling, just hold your forward move button and you can find yourself moving during the cutscene or even slightly before the cutscene ends. If you haven't noticed, I also disabled the dialogue just so that you can hear me a bit better. And I've probably listened to the dialogue about 100 times now. No joke. Okay, now that the dragon's gone, he's going to leave behind a tear. We're just going to go ahead and pick that up. Don't miss it. I've had a few runs where I've had to walk back and grab it. Also, I'm not sure if dialogue matters too much. I haven't seen any guides on it, so I just pick one and spam my way through. Oh my goodness. I did not talk to Paimon. See, that's what I was talking about. Don't... That was embarrassing, but don't skip that. You should get Adventure Rank 3 after that. So, next up is going to be Amber. So if I was speeding running right there, I would just reset my run. So learning how to switch between characters is going to be important for the speedrun, as you will need Amber to unlock chests and clear barriers. But you need your Traveler to be walking, so... Okay, spam 2, R, hit R, common chest. Alright, switch back.
He got separated from his sister during a
then we're gonna head towards this waypoint. So this waypoint can be a little bit tricky,
Helping him to find his sister.
as
Oh, looking for your family? Huh.
the cutscene will occur right in front of activating it.
My other stuff
So
first
if you
before I
have stamina after...
A hill girl.
Okay, there we go. I press F. So the trick to clearing these enemies is to cause fire,
Soldiers have been getting too close to the city recently.
and doing that.
My task this time is to clear out their camp.
So waiting for these guys to all gather up and getting... and using the charged E on your traveler will cause the flames to spread. So that is how you clear enemies faster for your speedruns. They are a big time sink. Okay, so here's something that's easy to forget, is there's going to be a little side quest here where you cook food. We're gonna head down here and activate it. After this, we should get the next adventure rank, so don't forget to do it, as it gives a lot of experience. We'll investigate this barrel and grab the ingredients. Okay, so be careful to scroll down to cook. And I'm just gonna do perfect, because I like perfect. If you're speedrunning, you can actually just do it as soon as it shows up and pause it. It will be not a good tasting chicken mushroom skewer. And also, do not forget to talk to her right away, right after she gives you that quest, because you cooked it beforehand. And just for the rerollers out there who are doing this for the first few times, you may miss a couple chests. So, if so, I would hit up this chest here, just in case you miss one or two from the dungeons. And with Amber, as I'm approaching this chest, note that I am charging my attack. I am not... I'll just ignore all those items. And I should be bunny hopping here. Okay. So, after this cutscene, there's going to be... it's going to ask you to open your journal. I often lose a couple seconds here, just because I forget, but just have your hand on J and escape, so that will allow you to do that. And then we're going to be taking a very efficient route through to get to the Amber, to the next cutscene trigger. And that will actually save you more than a few seconds. So I would pay attention to this route if you were a reroller. Okay. And again, I'm bunny hopping.
This used to be a bustling street, but with so many storm terror attacks recently, the usual crowds are
Okay,
nowhere to be
so
seen.
I'm gonna wait a little bit just so my stamina
Except
can
for the local tavern near the city
replete.
hall over there. They haven't been
And then
affected. If anything,
activate that.
business is better than ever.
You can often do that faster than what I did, just by brushing by, but I wanted just to make sure to get that. Otherwise, I'd have to redo this video. Alright, so once we've climbed the stairs, do not continue climbing walls. This big wall is actually the one we want to climb. So, just save stamina for that. And wait up here. I think if you want to be ultra efficient, you can actually do it slightly before the stamina refills. Yep, you can see I had a tiny bit of stamina there. But this route is much better than walking all the way through the cathedral and around. So, here, after the discovery of the bunny hop, be careful not to glide like that. Gliding takes too long, so we'll bunny hop our way to Amber. And in this next cutscene, not much skill to it, just memorize the Valen movement pattern. And just as a reminder, if you don't like seeing these cutscenes, you can skip them by doing Alt F4. Not all cutscenes are skippable, so you'll just have to figure out which ones. Alright. His hitbox can be a little bit odd. Just aim for kind of where the tail attaches and you'll be good to go. Okay, so here we're gonna have a conversation with Kaya. And the next step you want to be preparing for is going to be collecting the waypoint at the top of the tower right above the Knights of Favonius office. There's also 2 nicely placed treasure chests there. And again, I'll cover a little bit of some optimization with the falling and climbing of the tower. Alright, perfect. So, you kind of want to glide from full stamina here into here. And you can actually just jump. Again, wait for full stamina. Okay. So once we get to the top, we'll quickly activate the waypoint and just dash off here. Some people will glide. And again, I'm not being efficient with how I collect my stuff. And then, actually you want to glide a little bit and just attack straight down. Make sure you land on the stairs.
Let's head in.
And if you are able to land right in front of there, you can skip the dialogue and pausing of your characters. That will save you time. Also, if you don't want to talk to Paimon, you have to land directly to the right of that door. So I rarely get that skip, and I was lucky enough to show it to you guys here. So this is a scene you'll actually definitely want to skip if you're re-rolling. It's just a lot of dialogue, and although I do like looking at my waifus, so typically I'll forget. Jean and Lisa are just too perfect. So, if you are re-rolling and this is your first time, you will unlock wishes here if you remember correctly. It's tempting to do your first summon here, but if you're going for AR7 and fast, just press the map here, go back to that teleport, and we're gonna head to Amber's temple. So, this is where learning when to switch to Amber and when to charge your attacks is going to be very handy. As there's a couple things you can skip by charging it beforehand. So remember to talk to her before you walk up to the temple, and same thing when we go to the next temple, which is Lisa's temple. You have to talk to them before you go into the temple. Okay. So I'm charging up my attack right here, and I'll charge my attack here. If you go too forward before you charge your attack, it will interrupt your shot. And as I'm rounding this corner, I'm going to be charging my shot so I can burn these as soon as possible. And again, there's going to be an enemy down there, which we can light his shield on fire, which I highly recommend you do, because this will allow our traveler to make use of this to kill him. We're going to use this time to shoot this and also charge up our attacks. Okay, so I messed that up a little bit. You should be able to get both of them in that fire. And again, we're going to switch to Amber and charge. This is a little bit slow. Oh, shoot. Okay, so you want to attack that and go up as much as possible. This is going to bring them up, which, if you do this correctly, will allow you to just sweep right through that room. And don't enter that room. Make sure you do that first. That's going to skip a little hot tip about Amber being able to activate the fire pillars, and that will save you a lot of time. So I typically use the Traveler to destroy the water stones. I think Amber might be just a little bit faster because she's ranged, but she also has a backward animation. So I'm actually not too sure, and it probably doesn't matter. Okay, so coming out of this, we should be Adventure Rank 6. If everything was done properly, yep. So, running up to this chest, it can be a little bit difficult to land, but, you know, we just want to set it on fire before we get there. That will save you just a little bit of time. And also, some people will try to shoot these from over here. I recommend just waiting to climb this cliff, because guess what? You're gonna have to climb it anyways to grab the Animalculus. And then just come down, grab that. I actually should have just dropped there. When doing that from short distances, you actually waste time because of the animation. I'm not too concerned with being super efficient right now. Okay, we'll grab that, and we'll continue to bunny hop. Now, don't forget to activate the statue. You want to activate it before you continue collecting the rest of the Animalculi. This map will appear, just spam escape, as usual. And then worship the statue, offer the Animalculi. Now, coming up this tree, there's a little break, like right there. So you want to come actually up from the left side. If you come from the right side to that little break in the tree, you're going to get stuck. Okay, so I gotta save my stamina here. And we're gonna climb up, and we can rest right here. Easy peasy. And then just climb up along this branch to grab this Animalculus and fly down. So if you want to be super fast, you actually want to collect the wind spirits so that you're directly under the Animalculus. I find that can be a little you can miss. So if you do the order of the wind spirits that I just did there, if that was too fast for you, just go ahead and rewind. I always hit the Animalculus by doing the wind spirits in that order. But ending with the air spirits that is directly under the Animalculus and being able to hit that on your first try will save you time. Okay, so right here we're going to be heading up to that little wind thing that we unlocked earlier. Okay, so for this we kind of need some stamina. Try to stand in the center and just look up and kind of adjust. Okay, so I missed that. But you should be able to get that most of your tries. And here, there's an Animalculus all the way out there. But I would actually talk to Lisa and do the temple first. And grab the Animalculus last thing. Okay. So for this dungeon, we're going to be using Lisa primarily because she's level 5 and will deal more damage. Don't worry about going to the side because this cutscene is going to reset your position by giving you Lisa. Now over here there's going to be a chest. You could jump over the boxes like that, but I prefer to break them just because it gives me a easy way out. And don't forget to have stamina for running up this. Okay. So here we'll switch to Lisa. I keep forgetting the range on her, but this level 7 slime can be a... Just remember to walk up as Lisa does turn back. So you kind of want to go a little bit ahead of it, so that way when you hit it, it will actually send you closer to the door. And then once you activate it, preemptively charge this, and just go at it with the slimes. Sometimes you're lucky and the slimes will group up. But if they're like that and they split, nothing you can really do about that. Just get them out of the way as fast as possible. And down here, it's kind of tempting to start charging Lisa's. And again, you have to get really lucky. Please don't get hit. Okay. Sometimes your charge can be interrupted, and that will pretty much ruin a speedrun if you're speedrunning. Okay. Now, this is a skip. So instead of going to there, we're going to glide over here, actually. And if you're scared, you can actually take a break here and go around. So that was close. If you have more stamina, you can actually land directly on this platform. And, you know, if you're chasing seconds, you can go close to the edge. But I've run off many a time, so I'm not going to risk that. And you can just start dashing. Oh, I missed. Okay. Don't do that. Sometimes when you're fast enough, you're able to make it, but no worries. If that ever happens to you, you can still redo the skip without going. So you lose a lot of time trying to do this skip if you do it incorrectly. Like I just did, so please don't. But it's okay, you know, mistakes can be made during a reroll, during a speedrun. That's grounds to just make another account. Alright. So, here's the really important part. Stand behind this, break it, open the chest, grab everything as fast as possible, and exit before it triggers a Lisa cutscene. That will save you a ton of time, so we skip heart to heart with Lisa. Alright, and now the biggest run killer, the boar. Look at that, he trying to ruin my run. Many times when you go for that Animalculus, he'll run straight into you, so I like to go a little bit around. We'll turn around here, and after submitting the Animalculi, we should be Adventure Rank 7. So that completes our run. Not so much of a speed run, as there were quite a few mistakes, but a good run, around 30 minutes. So it does say Adventure Rank 6, but look, we are 7, so do not fear. And you want some extra Primogems, some extra rewards, we'll head back. But your reroll and your speedrun is basically over. And let's just see if I'm lucky. Stick around. If you like this video and want to see some more guides, I'm thinking of, just for fun, finding some more routes for higher adventure rank. Not for re-rolling, but just for fun. There's some cool spear map skips that we could potentially use to do like a 100% map clear and whatnot. A cool tip for re-rolling is, you know, if you're the superstitious kind, you can go find a place to summon. I really want Jean, so I'm going to go ahead to the Favonius headquarters. Another place I like to summon is right outside the Adventurers Guild, at the tables out there, or at the Luke's Inn. It just depends on who you want and if you want nice scenery. Also, don't forget to grab all your mail. So claiming those rewards will get you more stuff. And I'm just gonna position the camera here. Alright, let's begin, guys. Wish me good luck. When there were more Primogems available, I believe people actually recommended summoning from here, as you would spend less Primogems overall. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore. Oh! Wow. A 5-star. This has got to be like my 50th reroll. I've only gotten 3 5-stars, so come on, give me a Jean. I don't know if you can feel my pain, but that was painful. That was really painful. Alright. Well. Okay, Sucrose. Okay. And then we'll do some of the rules here. Noelle, as expected. So we have 800 here. We need 12,000, but actually, if we go into the shop here, we can go ahead and do that too. Well, that hurt. I was just testing out, seeing if rolling on this banner first would let me roll more rolls. Oh no, did I buy Entwined? Oh. Okay, I need to get Acquaint Fates. Jesus Christ. Alright. Whew. Come on, 5-star. Okay, I'm not that lucky, but that's how you would kind of do your rolls here. You do 1 standard pull, 1 venti pull, and 2 of those pulls there. Or you could do 2 of these pulls, the discounted pulls, and 2 venti pulls. And what the venti pulls will do is if you do get a 5-star, you will get a 5-star character, as opposed to here. So that was unfortunate, but I have enough ventis. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or if you'd like an updated guide of any other strategies come out, please let me know. I'm also interested in reading some of the lore and doing some lore videos. If you want to see more content from me, please drop me a like and subscribe. So thank you and have a great day.